Hey everybody, this is the 5 Minute Art Show. I'm Nathaniel Osollo. I'm joined by Oliver Ono, and I want to remind you that Sewer Boyz 2 is live on Kickstarter 2 or on Kickstarter right now, not Kickstarter 2. Go support Sewer Boyz 2 if you can. It's a great, fun anthology, experimental parody art experiment comic. Go to Sewer Boyz 2 on Kickstarter or go to Kickstarter, search for Sewer Boyz 2. There's a million artists on there. It's successfully funded in the first 24 hours. I highly encourage you to take a look at that. And today, this 5 Minute Art Show, we are talking to Oliver Ono about all of his art, his comics, everything that he's working on. Oliver, do you want to address the rumors that you have 3 feet?
I don't. I not only have 3 feet, I have 4 feet.
You have
I'm
four
coming
feet.
out right now. I'm letting the people know the tough questions.
He's a centaur, ladies and gentlemen. We're breaking this news that Oliver is actually a centaur. Oliver, thanks so much for jumping on, man. This is the 5 Minute Art Show. This is your website. Talk to us about the art you make, what you draw. You draw a lot of monsters, a lot of mechs. What do people need to know about your art?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of my stuff, I'm constantly trying to kind of mix like really mundane things. I'm from like Ohio, so like I'm constantly trying to mix like a lot of uh kind of that like middle America mundane everyday lifestyle that doesn't feel too crazy with like stuff that's explicitly like very over the top. And I always want people to feel uh like even though I'm drawing some like fantastical stuff, it's it's kind of like very grounded, but not in like a gritty or like but grounded in like a I'm going to get coffee in my like giant robot kind of way.
Very practical, very un I don't know if the unassuming is the right word, but I don't want to say anticlimactic, but there's not a huge impetus for getting coffee in your giant mech. That's just how you get there. That's your A and B driver, your daily driver.
Right, right.
That's so funny. Your drawings do reflect that. There's a lot of very they're not they're for lack of a better term, all these characters designs feel very practical, very real. There's obviously some cartooning aspect and visual cues to all of this, but there's some. It's not overly exaggerated, and they feel like you could probably they all feel very tangible, for lack of a better term. And you've been doing Godzilla books for the past couple of years. Let's talk about those. The one that I've read is the Godzilla Rivals, the Batra story, but you've also done a story with Rosie Knight.
Rosie
So
Knight,
I,
yep.
I I default to her social media handle, but
To her Instagram, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So Rosie did the Bachelor story. She also did Godzilla Monster Island Summer Camp,
Mhm.
and you guys have worked together on a new MonsterVerse story. Talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, so it's funny because this kind of work like tends to piggyback off itself, but this is the first time that we like j jumped the boat from the legendary MonsterVerse stuff. Well, from the Toho Godzilla stuff. They're like very separate universes, and they like to keep them very contained. So,
Sure.
it was really cool. It's like playing with a different set of like tools almost. What's really cool is the book itself, MonsterVerse Declassified. It is essentially like an anthology, but it is talking about these other kaiju that don't get as much of the limelight in the movies. So there's a lot of like little lore drops, or like if you're paying attention, there's some like threads that you might be able to connect. Um, and maybe we'll see some of that like come to fruition with the next few movies as well. So it's cool to get in with these kind of smaller projects. It's 4 different stories. Each of them, I'm pretty sure, is around that like 30-page mark. So a little bit longer than a regular issue, but not quite up to that like quarterly kind of size.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, mine specifically is Titanus Doug, who is one of the like least.
Oh no, we lost him. Let's see. Should I make up what he was saying, or can I wonder if the recording's catching me or Oliver? He's the least known monsters. I think he was about to say. I'm gonna stop this timer if I can. Let's see. This is the first time this happens on the 5 Minute Art Show. We have just under 30 seconds. Oliver, can you hear me? All right, so I'm just gonna make up a little bit. This is an anthology. There's a few different teams of creators working on this. This looks really good. If anybody hasn't read any of these Godzilla stories, I read the Batra. I'm looking forward to the Godzilla Monster Island Summer Camp story and the legendary. I just closed the window. The Monsterverse book. It looks like it's good. Oliver, there, you're back. You're back.
We're back, I do believe. Are we
Great.
good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So in
Where did I leave off with you?
You left off saying Doug was the least, and I ad-libbed a little bit saying like he's probably one of the least known and least screen-timed monsters.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right, in 25 seconds or less, what else do you want to tell people about what you're working on? You're doing a creep show comic. You and Rosie are doing a creep show comic.
So yeah, doing a creep show comic. Wow, this is fast. Okay, doing a creep show comic. Should be out in September. It's Creep Show Volume 1, Volume 4, Issue 1. That's another one with Rosie that's upcoming. And then of course, Starship Godzilla, my big project for the year.
Starship Godzilla coming out in
October this year.
October this year. Look for that in 2025, October, everybody. Oliver, thanks so much for being on the 5 Minute Art Show.
Appreciate you. Thanks so much for having me.